Alrighty, what is up everybody? I am back with another day of Spyro gaming, and I hope you guys are excited, as I am always. The day today is September 12th, 2025, and I feel pretty good. No, I mean, I feel alright. Yesterday I actually took an impromptu day off, which was a lot of fun. I got on a call with one of the people from the merch store, and you know, he congratulated, thanks to all of you guys, he congratulated me on all my merch sales lately, and actually he gave me some very interesting info that I'll probably share with you guys once more people are here. But for now, I'm gonna head over to Dry Canyon and get some practice going. But yeah, you know, yesterday's break was pretty fucking chill, I gotta say. I really quite liked it. I went on a nice walk to the local bar, had some drinks, came home. That was about it. But I was out for a while. I was just fucking going super slow, just roaming around, walking forever, doing some push-ups in the grass, you know. Speaking of which, I should probably start my push-ups here. Let's do that once we get to Clifftown. Icy, emerald, coral. Let's go berry. And let's get the music back here. There we go. Yeah, I touched a bit of grass yesterday. It was really nice. 10 plus frost resistance for 60 seconds. No, you're never going to use that. You should sell that potion. I've never used like a resist whatever potion. Like, I just always forget. Anyways. Fuck. Unless I'm in, like, a dire situation and I'm already fucking up terribly. That's the only time I'll drink, like, a resist whatever potion. It's like a fucking... It's like a Hail Mary. If I have one, you know. But no, those are... You sell those. TBH. Okay, let's, There we go. Let's get, some practice going with this shit. But yeah, welcome everybody. Hope you're all having a great day today. Waxy, Jord, Nice, Champachi, Embrace, everybody. Feel good. Now that I'm starting to actually run around here a little bit, I'm feeling pretty good with that. Some cliff time. I think I'll go ahead and just get my push-ups out of the way now. Push-up time. Let's get it. Sorry, I just had to stretch there. Alright, so yeah, push-ups. 20 big ones. First let me do some Hollywoods here. Oh my god, yes. That felt good. Oh yeah. Alright. Stretch out the arms. Let's get it, shall we? Woo! Here we go. Ooh, a little too close to the mic cable. Yeah. Just breathe for a moment. That was very nice. Very nice push-ups. Get an eye booger out here. Alright, that woke me up. Thank you for the good lucks, Talons and Wavy J. What's up, Stephanie? Woo! Alright, time for some Clifftown warm-up. I'm gonna go back over here one more time, just look at this. Cause like, I feel like jump charging out of that would be like a play. It's just easy to miss it. What's up, Pobs? What's up, Pat? What's up, everybody? Still catching my breath after them damn push-ups. Almost. I think I pressed X a little late on that. Oops. What's up, Jamie? Thank you for the good luck. Whoa. Ooh. Okay. Barely getting away with that. Let's head on over to Blowhard. Oh, I just heard a quiet little yatta right there. Thank you so much, Fawnier, for the first sub of the day. The 41 months. I love you too, Fawn. Let me turn up my TV so I can hear you. Much better. Now I should be able to hear you guys. Ooh. Pulled my muscle there. Alright. What's up, Butter Chubs? Thank you, thank you. Welcome, everybody. Go ahead, do a save state like right here. No, I can't. On Clifftown, you can. On the fly, and on this level, you can't. Which is annoying. What's up, Ice Cream? Is it Friday already? Happy Friday, everybody. Do start of High Caves. I'm actually going to head over to Ice Cavern real quick just to work on the magic stairs. Yo, cutie puppy, thank you for the 17 months. Love you. Hope you're having a great day today. I don't know who nips are. Talking about my nips? Without the green. Oh, Rocket League team. Congrats to your favorite team. I don't follow competitive, really any competitive game except for Smash Bros. Melee, really. And even that, I'm not super hardcore. Let's work on this part. See, this is the problem. We don't want the fucking camera doing that. Gotta make sure I wait for Spyro to turn before doing a jump charge so the camera can come around. Need that camera to have enough time. What's up, Wireless? Thank you for the good luck. Barely getting that. Try that once more. Yo, Wavy J. Love you too, man. What's up, Michael? And Cam. One more. Welcome, Snowpaw. Thank you very much. Alrighty, let's do Metalhead. La 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 la. Wavy, how much have you had to drink today? Honest question. I'm getting major drunk chatting vibes from you. I respect it. I'm just curious if my intuition is correct here. Yeah, it's only noon. 4 beers, yeah. See, I knew it. I knew it. No, yesterday I had like fucking... Over the course of the day, I had about 5 beers. I was drinking them pretty slowly though, but... Yeah. I was just fucking lurking in random. Whoever was playing Spyro yesterday, I was just lurking and chatting. I don't normally do that, actually. But it was nice just hanging out at the bar, having fries and a beer and some water and just enjoying myself. It was quite a nice day off yesterday. That's crazy that that didn't work. Oop, too late. Dude, what the fuck? I gotta start doing the squiggle to the left. Once again. So right now I'm just going straight. Hilarious bad advice there, Ryan. Got the whole club busted a nut. Are you trying to stay sober right now? Like, be honest. It's okay if not. Like, I'm not here to judge you. I don't care. What's up, Vivi? You want to give up? Listen, man. Maybe my chat isn't the right place to have this conversation for you. Find someone who cares about you, genuinely. For this deep of a talk this early in the stream. I care about you, but I can't help you like on that level. No, you're right. I asked. No, you're good. I'm not trying to talk shit. I'm like heart to heart, like talk to someone, man. Genuinely. Yeah, I'm not mad or anything. What's up, Norco? What's up, Jimmy? What's up, Jetlight? Yeah, I'm not doing the squiggly to... I'm doing the setup really nice here, but I'm not doing the squiggle to the left. That usually helps me out. Today's just not a squiggly day for me, I guess. See, that's not gonna work, because I didn't squiggle it. There we go, that was a little squiggle. That was what I wanted. What's up, Andre? It's like the tiniest left tap as I hit him is like the key. But see, if you do it too hard like that, then that happens. I've lost a lot of runs with that exact mistake. Just the slightest squiggly. What's up, Ann? Thanks for the good luck. Appreciate that. It was nice lurking yesterday. Can I make Spyro gold? Do a super chat right now and I'll do it. I'm just kidding. I'll go ahead and do it anyways. Gold. What's up, Rubix? What's up, Ludar? Marathon, thank you for the good luck. No, thank you, Pickle. Yeah, yesterday was fantastic. I really enjoyed my walk out and about yesterday. It was gorgeous weather, like sun was shining, creeping behind the clouds, and felt good to get outside. It was just one of those days I needed to just get outside, not be cooped up in my room, you know. And then of course I go straight to the fucking bar and have like several beers. But you know, I will say I did walk a lot yesterday, despite that. Probably, and I took like this really long, circuitous way home. I remember behind all the neighborhoods. It was just really nice. I really quite enjoyed it. Several beers. After stream, you mean? $10,000 steps a day is like kind of a lot. I know for some people it's like child's play to say take 10,000 steps a day. It's like, what are you, some kind of pussy? You can't take 10,000 steps a day. But I'm kind of more of like it's good if I do like 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. Like that's still better than not going outside at all for me. So I'm definitely not one of these like, it has to be 10,000, you know, like type brain. You can get up to 10,000, that's great, you know. I probably did around 10,000 yesterday, but that's with like a conceited effort of like walking a fucking lot, you know. Even less than that I think is still good for my lifestyle. And by the way, I only count steps like outside your house. By the way, it's part of how I factor that logic. Like I don't count like walking around my fucking apartment as like steps, you know, even though technically it is. But the step counter in my mind doesn't start till you like go for a walk, you know. I guess that's part of my logic there as well. Applying to be a firefighter. Nice. Good luck to you. You've taken 0 steps, you're cooked. Oh man. That's funny. What's up, Enzior? I think a lot of people's jobs like will naturally get them a lot of steps in. My job is not one such case. Let's go to I guess let's do some jock. And then let's do some runs. Or jock and then rat and then runs. You gonna pay for me to run a marathon? I don't know about that. I'd do like maybe a half marathon. Like, you know, partially running, partially walking. I'd do one of those like half marathons, but then like, you know how they're like giving you like Gatorade and shit like on the side? I'd have them be like giving me beers and shit. And French fries. Would I like to take Spyro's socks to the laundromat? I mean, that's one idea. Dude, as someone that has always had the privilege of growing up with a washer and a dryer in my living space, the few times I went to a laundromat recently because our washer broke, and it was a fucking vibe, dude. Like, I can't explain it. Like, just do it, like doing several loads of clothes across like 3 machines, having the whole place to yourself, you know, kicking back, watching streams, maybe go walk around outside, walk to the fucking corner store, grab a soda. Like, there's a certain sort of aura about going to the laundromat and doing a bunch of loads. And then by the time you're done, you got a bunch of clean clothes, you know. You may or may not have spent like $10 to $20. Yeah, laundromats are a vibe. Smell great, of course. Banging out the loads, you guys know. Gonna donate blood today, so you get a cool Snoopy shirt. Good luck to you. Hope you get more than that. Better give you some money as well. Do they pay people for donating blood? Because I know they do for, like, semen and plasma, right? They can, but not where you're going. I hear you. Yeah, the catch-22 about trying to get paid to donate your bodily fluids is that you need to be, like, not on drugs. Which is like, if you're in a position where you're like considering like doing that for money, chances are you have drugs in your system as well, so it's just like, damn it. It's fucking like dead end every time. Yeah, I mean, some people take it that seriously, Anne. Some people really do. They'll do the cum and plasma circuit. It's no joke. I think at best doing that, correct me if I'm wrong, because I know some people here probably watching have done that in the past. In like a best case scenario, if you're donating blood, plasma, and semen on a relatively frequent basis, you know, there's only so often you can do it, right? You know, but like as frequently as like realistically possible, donating all three of those things for profit. How much money could you make a month? I think it's like about $1,000, right? It's not like enough to live on. It's not like you can replace your job doing that. It's obviously like pretty good money, but it's not like sustainable. From what people tell me, it's not like sustainable. Like even if you do get good money, it's like you'll also feel like shit all the time as well, because you're depleted on fluids. So there's also like a health cost to it. Medication also disqualifies you. Luckily, I'm not on medication. Thankfully. Wavy, don't take this personally. I'm gonna time you out for a few minutes. You're good. Just enjoy the stream, man. Just enjoy the stream. Just take a moment. Cool down. You're good. The drunk chatting is crazy right now. But I love you, man. Thank you for watching. Sometimes I wish I could sell plasma. Too many autoimmune. Have I ever did a sous vide anything? Actually, I have not. I don't have a sous vide machine. But apparently sous vide steak is like one of the best kinds of steaks out there. Though, to be fair, you can get a similar result through reverse searing as well. Of like wall to wall, like pink or whatever. Let's I guess let's keep doing a few rats here. Alright, I'm feeling good. Well, let me do a couple of reverse rats, because that's what I've been struggling with lately. I'm just gonna force every rat into being a reverse. Yeah, the rat runs to different spots every time, so you have to adjust. There we go. That's what you want. You're gonna go see the Demon Slayer movie? That sounds pretty cool. I thought you were talking about the RuneScape quest. No, I guess it's a movie. It's like an anime, right? Demon Slayer? Right? Am I on the right track? am I thinking of a Demon Hunter? My bad. Cheese Man, thank you for the $5. Says, good luck on the runs, Deo with the man Mayo. My fucking cheese man. My cheese with the man Havarti. Never tried to donate plasma, but you've donated blood, and after you have the baby, you plan to keep doing it. Yeah, I mean, as far as I understand, the only thing that's stopping me from qualifying for that is that I smoke weed, basically. Smoke weed and drink alcohol. Otherwise, I would do that. Just for funsies. Boko New Hero? No. Not to be confused with Boko no Pico de Gallo. No, the rat does not run to set spots. It's partial RNG that's impacted by Spyro's position. Generally, the rat will run away from Spyro, which is why I take like kind of a wide line. I don't just like run straight towards him like this. Even though he in most cases it won't like affect much, but that's why we go this way. Yeah, sort of nice, sort of. You know, you I don't say this to be mean. You're a big question asker, nice. And I notice anytime I answer one of your questions, you type, nice, thank you. Every time. Like, so polite about it, you know? Yeah, nice, thank you. It's like, is this like a troll right now? Like, I'm like... Am I losing my mind? You're welcome. I'm getting some like I'm getting some like diet troll vibes from these questions. Just cause it's like every time, you know. It's like, is this guy real? Yeah, wholesome. It's like wholesome trolling almost. Yeah, no, you're good, nice. I'm obviously just overthinking it. You're good, dude. Yeah, you're like one of the only people that ever like actually says thank you whenever I answer a question. I guess that's why I notice it. I'm in too deep. No, it's true. I am in too deep. That's depressing. Oh, cut me a break. No, see, now I know you're trolling. Now I know you're trolling. Alright, let's do a run. I'm ready. What's up, Wiggy? You're recovering from surgery, can't wait for the cozy runs? Nice. Nice, yeah, welcome everybody. Hope you're all doing well. How's the old school grind going? It's going alright. It's chill. Thank you everybody for the good lucks. See if we can get some good runs today, man. We'll see. No biggie.
Okay, rolling. Oh, it's been peaceful.
Dude, you're good, nice. I am not tripping on you. I appreciate you for watching. do 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 do. What's up, Markeisha? Thank you for the good luck.
Okay, rolling. Oh, it's been peaceful. Okay, rolling. Oh,
Yo,
it's
Garth.
been
What's
peaceful.
up, Decibels? What's up, Dev? What's up, Raw Ed? Dude, the weather yesterday, as well as just in general, has been fucking gorgeous. It's been transitioning out of summer, so it's just been nice and cool outside, and sunny and not too rainy and all that shit. It's like very good vibes all around, which is why I took the day off yesterday, just to go for a walk. I got on a call with like a merch representative, did an application for some custom merch stuff, which I guess I'll tell you guys about right now. I put in like an application to do like, I don't know if any of this stuff is going to get approved or not, so none of this is confirmed, just full disclaimer. But I put in like an application form to get custom plushies of like Spyro in different colors, some squishmallows of the enemies from this game, like the mama and like the big fat Norks and stuff, and some 3D prints like the crystal dragons and the gems. Just to reiterate, none of this stuff is confirmed happening at all. You know, so don't go asking, oh, when's that going to come out? It's not going to come out yet at all. I have to wait for approval from the custom merch team from Fourth Wall. So, yeah, but I am concerned that, like, they're just going to send me an email back and be like, that's all copyright. We can't do it. So that's kind of like what I'm expecting to hear. If they approve any of it, I'll be, like, astounded.
Okay, rolling. Oh, it's been peaceful.
Dude, actually, the guy didn't even say anything about that Hunter person. He was just like, yeah, you just want the sample credit, right? Like, any other questions? I'm like, yeah, like, no, like, we're good. I was like, did you see I actually had to bring it up. I was like, did you see I got 10 orders yesterday? He was like, yeah, good job. Like, he like does not give a fuck.
It's been peaceful.
Nice guy, though. Nice guy. I thought he was going to be like on his hands and knees, like, you're the best. I mean, I'm sure he's dealing with creators that do way bigger numbers than me, so it's not like it's anything that crazy. And at the same time, I'm sure he's also thankful that like my store sells anything. You know, I'm sure like 90% of people who have a Fourth Wall store like barely don't sell anything. So it's all good.
Okay, rolling. Oh, it's been peaceful.
Should work. Here we go. First run of the day. Let's see what happens. Yeah, looks like the colors are working. Shouts to all my colorful chatters. What's up, Poor Wax? Doing alright? What's up, Composer? Yeah, you can go on speedrun.com for this game. There's actually an active players tab, which reflects how many recent PB submissions there have been. A better way to get an idea of how many people are active in this game is to join the Speedrun Discord, as well as check the Twitch directory for this or any other Spyro game to see how many people are like actively talking about strats or streaming at any given time. I would say for any one of the original trilogy Spyro games, there's at least a dozen people actively grinding, playing, or strat hunting, talking about stuff, strats, or whatever. There's usually around a dozen active players at any given time, like revolving door, you know, old heads and new people alike for each game. Of course, though, that, like, over time, like, that revolving door people, like, ends up adding up to, like, easily, like, what, 300-400 plus people with, like, runs submitted for each game. Which makes it one of the most popular games on speedrun.com, actually, Spyro the Dragon. Does Ash run any percent? I know Ash does grind this game from time to time. I don't know if they are still playing any percent at the moment. I feel like they're more Vortex pilled right now, but you'd have to ask them. Oops. Most active players of any PS1 game. What about some other contenders for that title would be like Resident Evil 2, Final Fantasy 7. What else? Not Croc, unfortunately. Croc does have a lot of runs for it, though. A lot of PlayStation speedrunners have just like picked up and done a run of Croc from time to time. Yeah, it looks like it works. Seitel. A nice colored pickle as well. Yeah, Crash, of course. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories is probably up there, true. Crash Bash, maybe. Who knows? Now we're starting to get into deeper cuts. I'm talking about, like, what the most popular game is to speedrun on PS1 with, like, the most active players specifically. I think, like, in that upper echelon, we're talking, like, Spyro 1, Final Fantasy 7, Resident Evil 2. There's probably a few others that I'm forgetting. What's up, Captain's Pixie? Thank you for the gift. Yeah, Crash Bash is like the most active Crash game. Is that true? That's so funny. Just to speedrun. And of course, whenever there's like a big race for any like given game, you know, the active player count is going to like skyrocket for like a week or two. Yeah, that was a bad charge glide. Could have had that jump. Should have waited it and charge glided it faster. Like, done the charge glide, later, but done it faster, if that makes sense. But yeah, I don't know if I shouted you out. Captain's Pixie, thank you for the gift. Once again, I love you. But yeah, you know, once again, the active player count statistic on speedrun.com just reflects PBs submitted. So, you know, there could be players that are speedrunning the game in stream, but maybe not submitting PBs, or high-level players that are playing the game a lot, but not PBing a lot. So that's like another consideration to take when you look at that statistic. That's why I say you should look at that game's Discord as well as the directory on Twitch to get a better like touch on how active the game is.
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
Okay, rolling.
Am I going to be in the next Sprash League? Has it been announced already? Maybe. Should work. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm not like... I'm not gonna confirm anything. I didn't even participate in fucking the Spyro-thon relay recently. There was a big relay race of like every main category for the original trilogy Spyro games. So, I don't know. I like being in my little bubble. What's up, Peter? Thank you. Thank you for the good luck, King. Yeah, I felt that one coming. I was hoping the ground would push me to the right. What's up, Kin? Hey, Jem, the vibes are pretty chill right now. We're just getting started, you know. Still very fresh mentally at the moment. Fresh fish. Suffering with bad dawns. What is that? I don't know what dawn stands for. What's on the menu tonight? I think Sarah and I are gonna go out for food and pick up some groceries on the way home. So like maybe Mexican, I don't know. We'll see. She might coerce me into going to Olive Garden or something. Yeah, I've done my push-ups already, Kits. Welcome. I always do. If you're ever curious when I do my push-ups, just go back in the VOD to Clifftown is usually when I do them during my warm-up. Pause a little late. Tacos and margs do sound pretty good. Best burger of your life last night? I made burgers last night. That's funny you should say that. What was it, like a big, juicy, thick burger or like smash burger? 5 push-ups every failed run. No, I don't like to do that. I'd rather just like bang them out before I get into runs. I know that's like a thing. It's like, okay, fucking 5 subs equals 10 push-ups, or like, you know, if I fuck up my run, you know, I gotta do push-ups during the reset. Like, dude, if we still had Nestor in the run, it'd be like, yeah, do some push-ups on Nestor, you know. But it just kind of takes me out of the game a little too much to do that. I do love doing push-ups, but like it's got to be like before I do runs. I'm also not like really good when it comes to doing multiple sets throughout the day. Like if I do my 20 push-ups in one set, you know, on any given day, on every given day, I should say, then like that's good enough for me. But if I was truly trying to get jacked, I should really do at least like 2 sets throughout the day or more. But it's all good. There's no rush. Few push-ups and a few steps outside, some anaerobic and some aerobic. Doesn't have to be anything huge. Just a little bit of that every day, of both every day. Much better. 1921 style, so what, it had like toast instead of buns? Oops. Still good. 100 push-ups a day, dude, that's amazing. GGC. I know you're a big gym rat, marathon, so that's pretty sick. Have I ever done yoga? No, I'm not big on yoga. I do like doing stretches. Like every day I'll always do like a back crack stretch. But yeah, besides that, I don't really do much. Yeah, I do Nestor skip. When I said earlier, like if Nestor was in the room, I meant like talking to Nestor is what I meant. Which, you know, to be fair, talking to Nestor was never in the any percent category. I was thinking 120% in my mind. So yeah, sorry for that confusion. Yo, Anju, thanks for the good luck. Ooh, come on. It's too far to the right on that zone. No, oh my god. What am I doing? Such a funky backup. I'm lucky I didn't fall down there. Oh, I think that guy had a blue, didn't he? Oh my goodness. Thank you for the good luck track. I see you up there. Oh, you'll post a pic in the Discord? Nice. I love a good burger pic. I believe it, Michael. I intentionally have not been really keeping up with it that closely. But I will do like a big playthrough of it when the time is right. Yeah, my lower back does crack every time I do Hollywoods. And I'll do versions of of back cracking stretches. Like, you can do one sitting down, like in a chair like this. And you can also do one where you push up, like if you're laying down in your bed, you can do one where you push up with your hands while turning your back as well. Push up your hands against your lower back while twisting. So those are like the 3 versions of back cracking or back relieving stretches that I do. You could also do one if you have a lot of pain in your lower discs. You can do one where you kind of sit on your knees, like where you're praying or something, and like leaning over, like your head on the ground, your knees there as well, and that helps us relieve tension in your lower discs in your back. But yeah, that's like the main kind of stretching I'll do, is like stuff for my lower back. I wouldn't say I have like lower back problems, but I have definitely worn out those discs like throughout my youth, skateboarding and whatnot, as I'm sure many people have in their daily lives as well. Tia, thank you for the super chat and the good luck as well. Love you, Tia. How do you know how to crack your back without fucking your shit? I think there's like this kind of misconception about cracking your back that you have to do. Like if you watch like a YouTube is filled with like insane back cracking tutorials that it's like, I tried this and now I'm a paperclip, you know, like I tried this and I'm dead. You know? It's like, oh, you only have to be like the most flexible person in the world to do this particular back stretch, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, don't let those clog your vision of what's possible. You don't have to be a trapeze artist. If the video you're watching is like, you have to be a fucking Cirque du Soleil level like flexibility to even like do it, then it's not meant for you. Unless that does apply to you, I suppose. Crazy how much time, I always say this like at least once a day, but it's like, it's crazy how much time I lose in the early game. Like even on good runs like this, like ideally I'm like 8 seconds faster than this. It's just crazy because the mistakes have really not been like that obvious so far, but it just says a lot about like the early game pace. It's just so important for having overall good runs. And I'm definitely not that refined with my early games. Right, it's exactly what you're saying, Insanity. It's like, it's not about making mistakes at that point. It's about Like just pushing like everything. Pushing the movement rather than not making mistakes. Calculated risks. Calculated risks, I think, apply more to like beast makers when we're talking about adjusting for a gem count. That's more of the calculated risk aspect of this run. For this part of the game, I would say there's very little in terms of calculated risks beyond strategies that you've already premeditated. But like on-the-fly calculated risks, I would say, are not really a part of this section of the game. Unless you're in, like, perhaps a recovery situation. Oops. What's up, Thorntrap? Thank you for the good luck. You're asking the wrong guy, Raw Ed. I know nothing about how they adjust times on that leaderboard. You'd have to ask a Crash Bash speedrunner that question. Do they generally adjust times? It varies based on the game. Like, every game has its own rules with that sort of thing, with whether they adjust times or not, or do loadless or real time, or so on and so forth. Every game is different. Every game's community decides that type of the timing standard differently. What's up, Joan? Thanks for the good luck. Thank you for the good luck. Gems, yeah, gems count in this run. For more info, type !! requirements. Ah, so unlucky. So that's going to be a lot of gems missed right there. Probably PB dead just for that. But I'm going to keep going here. Oh, it might still be recoverable. We'll see. The other guy. It's cool. a lot of gems here. The reason why I lost my supercharge there was because the angle that I was going against the wall was too harsh, and like the corner of the wall canceled the supercharge, even though I was holding square. Yeah, it does feel arcane and arbitrary and stupid, like what causes stuff to not work. But the good news is that if you look deeply at it, or if you play the game enough, usually there is a reason why things do or don't work. Even if it feels like bullshit sometimes, like in that case. Yeah, Friday hype, dude. Where are my Friday hypers at? I hope you guys have had a good week so far. Hopefully not too stressful. I know for me, I haven't. Yesterday, dude, literally like every stream I've had this week, I've just been mega chill. You know, just pumping out the runs. Not even stressing PB world record or nothing. Doing some RuneScape. Yesterday, I took the fucking day off and walked to the bar. Dude, it's just been a fantastic week for me. I hope you guys have had some degree of a good week as well. How am I able to discern if I missed a gem? Well, you know, you can see, if ever you're unsure, you can see the gem count at the end of the level, like when you're on the level transitions. So for example, right now, say I'm not paying attention to every single gem I missed. I know I want the last two digits here to be like 60, 70, and so I'm about 20 gems down. So that's how I'm like calculating it in my head. Not necessarily that I'm like looking at every single, like taking account of every single missed gem or whatever. But you know, also like as a player, like when you play this game a lot, like you'll know, you know, whether you grab the gem or not, even if it's like visually hard to confirm. Oh god. Making pumpkin French toast, dude, that sounds fucking amazing. Like pumpkin spice French toast, you mean? Like the nutmeg and everything. That's what we do. That's like the secret sauce to French toast, is getting some of that pumpkin pie spice and adding it to the wet batter or whatever. It's so good. Pumpkin and the spices, yo. Oh my god, that's intense. Let's go. So yeah, in the 100% category of this game, it's called 120%. You do have to keep a closer eye on whether you have to have a stronger sense of like whether gems you've collected that you can't visually always tell. You have to have a much stronger sense of like whether those gems actually collected or not. Because if you get to the end of the level and you exit, you know, and you missed a gem somewhere, that's like run dead, right? So yeah, that it is more relevant in that category than it is here to be like really paying attention to every gem you're collecting. Oops. But yeah, this run is like super dead. Even though I'm probably like, what, like 10 seconds behind right now? 4 seconds behind? I'm gonna be like maybe plus 20 or so. Because 6-4 is really not a good gem count right here. Yeah, I mean, it's salvageable. It's not like unworkable. It's just it's tough. Tough gem count. This is one of those runs that it's like, if I were not doing Ivor route, it would be just completely dead. It would be unrecoverable. But since I am on Ivor route, like, it's like, okay, hold on. Let's not get too doomer about it. Your week hasn't been the best, but now you can relax. I'm glad to hear that, noobs. Enjoy the stream. Yeah, any percent definitely can be dynamic with gems collected. There's still definitely a very clear gem route that I'm taking. Like, I'm intending to grab a lot of more gems than I am grabbing right now. But I also have, like, recoveries and backups for a situation like this where I miss 20, 30 plus gems. And most of those backups are going to start occurring in these Beast Makers levels, so I'll be sure to point them out as they occur. I can't just like skip that now, you know what I mean? It's like, this is where it starts, like the gems go from push to shove, and I have to start like going out of my way for stuff. Downstairs here is going to be another example of that, where normally I would skip these two enemies, but I need their 7 gems in this case. What's up, James? Do I have thoughts on the Charlie Kirk situation? I mean, it's just sad all around. Like, what do you want me to say? Like, the guy, like, look, I'll put this in like as blunt terms as possible here and try to keep this as like TLDR, because I know you guys aren't watching me for like political commentaries on like assassinations and stuff. So I'll try to keep this as brief as possible so we can kind of get back to the game here. But, like, Charlie Kirk was a fucking asshole. Like, there's no two ways about it. The guy stood for a lot of fucked up shit. Now, getting shot and assassinated just for, like, being, you know, just for being an asshole, like, that sucks. Like, it's just sad all around. He was a sad guy. The fucking assassination is sad. Like, I'm not over here celebrating his death or anything. Like, maybe some of you guys are. You know, I'm also not going to pretend the guy was a saint either. You know, it's the same way I felt back with the Luigi Mangione stuff. It's that it's like people are celebrating like a fucking guy just killing someone. And yet, sure, is the guy he killed like back then, like the pharma executive, was that guy responsible for a lot of pain and suffering in the world? Sure. But that doesn't mean that like I'm gonna start like just celebrating people dying, you know. It's just fucked up, you know. It's just fucked up all around, no matter what way you look at it. I hold no like I hold no celebratory stance about the Charlie Kirk thing. So yeah, those are my thoughts on that. My thoughts on the Nasty Nork Dragon freezing pulse. You know, Nasty Nork, I mean, I'm not gonna say he's a good guy or that I agree with him. But, you know, this whole thing where he just freezes every dragon and just, you know, it's just fucked up all around, you know. It's just a sad world we live in, you know, is really all I can say. Both in real life and in the Dragon realms. Subsaboom. He Nasty Nork was assassin. Yeah, weren't you on Twitter? The video is all there. Okay, I'll stop. There's a hornet outside. Oh. I hate when the fucking wasps stop us from being able to chill on the patio. What's up, AR? Chance to move on from the... Yeah, I'm chilling. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and like be like, guys, you have to stop talking about Charlie Kirk. Like, trust me, I know you guys too well. You guys are gonna be over. You guys are gonna forget that this even happened in a week. So I'm not really too worried about it personally. I'm definitely like, you guys can just talk about whatever in my chat, so long as you're not being like overly like crazy, like bigot, racist, whatever. You can have whatever stupid opinion you want in my chat. Doesn't really bother me too much. I know, Jen. I know, and I know a lot of other people do as well. It might be for people who are sensitive to the whole topic. Maybe it's like now is a good time to just close the chat. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna regulate it for you. You know what I'm saying? Even if you want me to, you may find me to be too relaxed in this sense, but that's just how it's my stream, you know. But I totally respect that it's pretty sensitive for some folks. How do I feel about I don't know what that is. Riptonia? Did I get all the gems I needed? I might be like still pretty under-gemmed here. I like was not paying attention at all. I actually don't know what my sum of best is. You guys want to see? Let me, I think I have some fake golds. Let's see. 34, 38. Yeah, that's wrong. Yeah, 34, 38, I guess. There's definitely some fake golds in there, though. In reality, it's like probably 35 something. Oops. Yeah, so we're down like, but down about 10 gems here. So we're gonna be losing some time in Jouk. Boren Klex, thank you for the prime, welcome. Oh, the Nintendo Direct just happened right now. It was ass. Why am I not surprised? Introducing Mario. I'm not interested in doing Vortex. Oh, I did hear about that, about Nintendo patenting, like, summoning a fucking familiar in a video game. So they'll start to sue any video game where you can, like, do that. Which is kind of a fucking insane, like, thing. Classic Nintendo. Yeah, now for sure the summoning skill is not gonna come to RuneScape, thank God. Let's grab these greens as well. Spicy chicken ramen flavored Funyuns. That sounds fucking amazing. I'm not gonna lie to you. Just fucking sprinkle some like chicken bouillon on some Funyuns. Some spicy like pepper as well. That's like what I'm imagining in my head. Good attempt. Not quite though. GG's. Not quite a 36. Even if I would have gotten that, it would not have been a 36. Yeah, I mean, I'm doing it as well as I can here. Like, credit where it's due. I'm executing these rats like a French, like a guillotine. Oh shit. Never mind. I lost my guillotine privileges. Executing these motherfuckers like it's the French Civil War. Executing these rats like I'm a North Korean fucking Kim Jong-il. Kim Jong-il. Kim Jong-il. Alright. Oh wow, that was interesting. I didn't get the roll out there. I don't think Chat GPT could find a shortcut in this game, but I do think machine learning is capable of doing that. Just in general. There we go, finally. It only took me like several good attempts. Fucking finally. Kim Jong-un. Like a French, like a guillotine. I didn't know what I was talking about. I don't know enough history to like... like a French onion soup. Oh my god. Like a French Funyun, I'm killing these rats. Dude, Chat GPT, dude, I encourage you guys to go on Chat GPT right now. Ask who has the world record speedrun in this game. Just ask it that. It can't even get that shit right. It says I have a 3657.
Sorry I took so long.
Yeah, because I was fucking with my splits earlier. Sorry
What
about
about
that. I'll fix it one moment.
Nasty Nork is toast.
So now
No, it says
there's
3635.
order again in the Dragon
correct.
Kingdom?
Well,
Oh, you're talking about Chat GPT said that. Oh, my bad. I thought you were talking about my splits. My bad.
What will you do next?
Your grandpa used to tell you that little Frenchmen lived at the bottom of French onion soup. Oh. Interesting. I'm going to go pee real quick. We're going to do some more runs. Thank you so much for the GGs, everybody, for watching. If you're enjoying the stream, feel free to hit me with a Prime sub. If you're watching on YouTube, got Amazon Prime, the link to my Twitch stream is down below. We are trying to hit a little sub goal you can see under the splits for more RuneScape today, so if you want to see that, you know what to do. And I'll be right back. More runs incoming. Chat GPT told you I'm the world record holder. Chat GPT told you Composer's the world record. Lumi Laura. There we go. Yeah, it's funny. I don't know if like I checked Chat GPT like a long time ago with this, you know, back when it was like more new. But it would say like the most random names. It would say like shit like Red Devil Dazzy has like the world record, or like, you know, James Bertoli. You know, like the most ancient, like, Spyro, like people who don't even speedrun the game anymore, you know? Oh my god.
Okay, rolling. Oh, it's been peaceful.
So yeah. At least now you can kind of like point it in the right direction. It's like eventually it'll get there, but not always on the first try. What's up, Nacho? Do I think high RNG skips that are high risk, high reward, like the rat jump, Nestor skip, make speedrunning more fun or make it worse? You know, I think it's neither. I don't think those tricks make the game more fun. I don't think it makes the game less fun. It's just like, I think I'll answer it this way. I think for some people it would make the run a lot worse. You know, maybe for you, maybe for someone else trying to speedrun this game, you might decide not to do those tricks. And guess what? Like, a lot of people do speedrun this game without those, like, they're not high RNG, but, like, inconsistent, we'll say, tricks. You can just choose to speedrun a game and, like, not do those tricks, especially this game, if you're concerned about any of that. So, like, in my mind, it's kind of like a non-issue, because most people who are going to pick up this game are not going for world record like me. You know, and even for someone like me, I like this game for what it is, and I take it where it's at, and I don't hold any, like, grievances about the nature of those tricks, that they might be a little that I might lose runs to rat proxy and stuff. Like, I'm fully locked in for that. I'm like, that's part of my expectation when I go into speedrunning this game. So it's not like, oh man, this game would be so good if that wasn't the case. It's like, I already think this game is really good, even with that, you know? Maybe it's just a lot of cope. You could say that everything I'm saying here is a lot of cope. And perhaps that's true, but, you know, I wouldn't change the game for anything, is all I can say from my perspective. What's up, Dingoosh? Thanks for the good luck. Yeah, it is interesting. I agree. I think it says something about, like, who gets far in this hobby. What's up, Flying Cat? Thank you, thank you. Dingoosh with the Prime, thank you for the 29 months. Love you. That's funny, Tom. Yeah, it seems like we're getting a mix of results here of, like, some people are getting like an accurate response from the AI about who has record in this game. It seems like most people, you have to, like, it'll be wrong on the first try, and then if you ask it a few more times or correct it, then it'll be fixed. Maybe for a couple of you guys, it did actually get it right on the first try. So, who knows? Just goes to show that you can't just take, like, the AI overview of something and just accept it as fact. What's up, Tease? Thanks for the good luck. Oops. I'll continue this begrudgingly. What's up, Callum? Thanks for the good luck. It's great to see you, man. If Chat GPT could admit when it isn't confident in something, dude, that's so true. Like, you'd think they'd, yeah. Like, why isn't it made that way? Well, I guess I don't know. The problem is that it is confident about everything. And it's also like, if you correct it or you're upset with it, it'll also act like really like remorseful and patronizing as well. It's like, oh, sorry, no, you're right, you know? Like, just the way they're designed is just like so stupid. Like, I don't know. I'm obviously not an expert in this field or anything, so what do I know? It's like we want like shit like Chat GPT to be this like perfect curator of information, but like I don't know if that will ever like really happen. Sure, it's getting better every year and everything, but like I don't know if it's ever gonna get to a point where we can like 100% trust everything it says. That's definitely not the case right now. Oops. It's sloppy. That could be Pickle. Could be. Prompt it to never do that. You have to like change its like actual like speech patterns for you. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. Depending on what aspect of it you're trying to change. I mean, it's an interesting point, Flying Cat. Like, you can't trust anybody. Like, and these all these neural networks they're trained on like on tons of information provided from like unreliable people at the end of the day. So it's like, you can't trust an AI, you can't trust a person, you know? It just goes to show, it's like, if you want like the real fact about something, is you have to look at it from more than one perspective. Because you'll never get like to the absolute truth of something. You could only make it like less obscured by getting multiple sources and perspectives on a topic. And credit, you know, and I gotta say credit where credit's due. Chat GPT is good at like compiling information quickly and succinctly in an easy to understand way, you know, from all over the internet. Like, it is good at that. You know, I'm not saying it's just like totally unreliable and terrible, but it's also, you know, it's obviously not perfect either. Far from that. Chat GPT's better than Google? No. No, because first of all, Google has an AI overview as well. And secondly, Google, you can at least look at a few different sources for something. Chat GPT, you can ask Chat GPT to give you sources, but it's like one perspective. Like it's like one, you know what I'm saying? It's like one voice of a source, if that makes sense. Like, it'll try to give you like multiple sources. I'm not saying you can't get multiple sources from Chat GPT. It's just that you can't look at it like it's more reliable than just scouring the internet. That's what I'm trying to say, is like you have to be able to look at it from more than one perspective. And unfortunately, like, no matter how much you prompt Chat GPT to give you like alternate information and sources, like you're still getting a filtered the information that's been filtered through it. So in that sense, it's not better than just Googling something and looking at all of the different pages, even if they have conflicting information, because then you'll get a broader picture of the topic. But it's, in my mind, it's not like one or the other. It's like you should look at both, you know? Look at what Chat GPT says, look what a Google AI overview says, then scroll down and see what Wikipedia says, you know? See what some fucking Joe Schmo says on the topic on YouTube. See what some fucking crazy, you know, bitch that doesn't go outside says about it on Twitter, you know? It's like, I think it's valuable to like look at all those things, you know? Everything with a grain of salt, you know? You don't have to like pick one thing over another and just ignore everything else. And the thing is like with the way algorithms work online is they want you to do that. They want you to just have your drip feed of the shit that you agree with, and also give you stuff that you really strongly disagree with to reaffirm your beliefs. Like, these algorithms don't reward people that, you know, look for a broad picture on a topic. They reward you for like getting very niche about like what you think a topic should be. So yeah, I'm definitely not against Chat GPT or anything. My retirement depends on it. I'm just kidding. Kidding, but not really. Shout out to anyone else who has a fucking IRA. Now, AI is definitely... One thing I personally think is that AI is a bubble that's going to pop one day. But that's not to say that AI is useless. You know, the internet was a bubble. The .com bubble. You know, that isn't useless. It's just not the paradigm shift I think Elon Musk and all these, you know, Mark Zuckerberg want you to think it is. Yeah, I'm retiring? Yeah, good question. I don't know. Not anytime in the next few decades, I'll put it that way. But yeah, there's definitely gonna come a point where all this AI speculation like just explode, like the inflation, the bubble, like it pops, and then like everyone's like gonna be freaking out about their retirement and everything, but you just gotta just let it be, man. Don't fucking freak out. Everything has a way of fixing itself. Especially if whatever investments you have capture like the broader market instead of just one sector, or are capable of doing that. And you'll be fine. AI will be fine. Maybe AI might take your job, maybe something else, maybe some other automation will take your job. Maybe your job just fucking like sucks also. And you're better off doing the same thing somewhere else in a different way. It's tough, man. Tough to pivot. Yeah, worry about the shit you can control, dude. That's a good motto to live by. No law in place to prevent AI lawyers. That's crazy because I just saw a video the other day where someone tried to use an AI lawyer in Zoom court, and then the judge shut it down immediately. They were like, you can't do that. Turn that off. if you're the it's so funny because like the type of motherfuckers that'll try to represent themselves in court are totally the type of motherfuckers that are like, yeah, let me just generate an AI lawyer to say canned robotic responses to this judge that literally has my fate in their hands. Like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. This is gonna go over very smoothly for me because I know the law. Fucking classic sovereign citizen stuff. Oh, so you're deep into it, Garth. And it's hard not to make it suck. Yeah, so much human review needs to happen in order for it to actually be useful. I totally hear you about that. It's not to say that that it isn't useful. You know, have an AI review your shit or whatever. But there's got to be like a human review as well. It's like once you start just saying like, okay, AI, do the whole job for me, it's like, get ready for it to go badly. I think it's really interesting that like as time goes on, people are getting more and more sensitive to whether the content they're like observing is AI generated or not. You'll see like all sorts of slop on Instagram. You know, even stuff that could like look like legit, people will be like, this is clearly AI. I think culturally, like, people are just becoming, especially the younger generation, is just more and more sensitive to that. Not to say that, you know, they don't still consume shit like that, you know, AI stuff, or that it's going out of fashion, or that it isn't taking people's jobs or anything, but I think on the whole, like, people are seeing through the smoke screen more and more as time goes on. Not always, but just generally speaking. I think AI will take over speedruns. No, because the reason I don't think AI will take over what I do is because like there may be AI streamers out there. So let's separate what we're talking about. So we're talking about either AI live streamers and or AI speedrunners. So you asked about AI speedrunners, and the reason people in my mind watch a run like this instead of a task, like a tool-assisted speedrun, is because there's a human playing. Like, humans are fallible, and for a human to get a really good run is an achievement of humanity. Like, the humanity of what I'm doing here, despite it being a robot's task, is what makes it interesting, in my opinion. I would hope that you guys would agree with that. That it's like, most of you guys would be like, oh, I'm watching to see your journey, Deo. You know, it's not so much about watching the same run over and over. Even though I love the run, it's like, if you want to see a good run of this game, just bring up the task. Just watch World Record over and over. Like, clearly there's something like more to enjoying this hobby, both as a viewer and as a player, than to just watch the best run ever done over and over. And I think there is a human element to that. Now, as for live streaming, I think, like, as time goes on, you're going to see more and more AI live streamers. But me personally, I feel like the technology isn't there where it doesn't feel super canned and shitty. I think as time goes on, there will be more AI VTubers and stuff like that do have like, you know, pretty strong followings and stuff. But, you know, I've never been the type of person to be like, oh, this more popular streamer, you know, even if they're a human, I've never been the type to be like, oh, this popular streamer is taking all my viewers. Like, you'll see that kind of sentiment online a lot amongst the live streamers. Oh man, this person fucking with a bajillion botted viewers is like taking all my viewers away because now people aren't finding me in the Twitch, you know, that whole spiel. And I never really looked at this hobby that way. Like, that may be true. Talking about streaming, I mean, specifically. I've never felt that way about this hobby, even if there is somebody more popular than me, like speedrunning this game at any given moment, or playing it, or just someone that's just a better or more popular. I've never felt like, oh man, well, I should just not even bother going online because this other person is taking all my viewers. Like, who fucking cares, dude? Like, it's as if to say that people can't watch more than one stream at a time, you know? Or that all that matters about what I'm doing is that people are watching all the time, that the viewer count is as high as possible. Which that's another common misconception about this hobby, is that it's like, we always want the viewer count to be as high as possible. It's like that, you guys, like the amount of money I get from ad revenue from viewers, it's like, it's only a small chunk of what I get from people that just support me and like me. So I'd rather people like me than that a ton of people are watching me. Do you see what I'm saying? So, yeah, so I've never had this, I've never had that attitude. Some streamers have that attitude about like bigger streamers taking their livelihood from them. But I've never looked at this hobby that way, personally. I think that's an unhealthy way to look at the hobby. It's fair. I mean, I'm not saying it's not a fair, like, perspective. It's just not my... I choose not to, like, take that pill. And again, it's easy for me to say as, like, the most popular Spyro streamer, you know, whenever I'm on. Which, you know, is not a high bar to clear, let's be honest. So I'll admit some bias there. So yeah, so to get back to the whole AI question, like, is AI gonna take over streaming? Like, no. I think there's always gonna be room for humans and communities that, like, actually, you know, enjoy the human aspect. I think especially with live streams, like, people really like that parasocial viewer to streamer connection. And that's, like, really hard to nail with AI. I'm sure it's possible, especially as the technology gets better, but just like with speedrunning, it's like speedrunning's interesting. Single segment speedrunning, which is what I'm doing, is interesting because I'm imperfect, because I'm a human, you know? And I think the same thing applies to streaming as a whole. So yeah, those are my thoughts about, like, is AI gonna take my job or whatever? Am I an AI? Maybe. Yeah, how do you guys know that I'm not an AI, huh? AI gonna take your balls? Dude, hell yeah. Yeah, when all my viewers are AIs that ask questions. Dude, I already stream on YouTube. I'm already preparing myself for that. You think I don't already get a taste of that? Yeah, that, you know what? Unironically, that would probably be, like, the most, like, annoying part of, like, if AI took over the hobby, is not necessarily from the streaming perspective, but from, like, the chatting perspective. Like, the chat just going to shit with just bots and alts and people just spamming bullshit. Like, it's a constant arms race in this hobby between, like, it's like the fight between bots and spam with like, you know, just creators against botters and spammers in their chat. You guys have no idea the lengths that I've gone to like, to make sure, like, the chat isn't just filled with spam and bots and fake ass motherfuckers. And that is, if anything's gonna drive me crazy from streaming, it's like, if that ramps up, you know, in time, it'd be that. I can only hope that the tools at my disposal to fight that continue to grow alongside them. That's all I can hope. But luckily, I trust that, you know, 95% of people here are indeed real humans. And that pretty much most messages I read on a daily basis are coming from a real person. But I do have to question it sometimes, I really do. And I've definitely accused like real people of being like bots or troll, or I'll just say like accuse people of trolling, you know. Because that's the other thing is you could act like a bot in a chat just to piss me off, right? Or just to piss off a streamer. Like you could troll, you know, and still be a human. But like the effect is still the same, you know. So yeah, if anything, AI might destroy chats, if anything. What's up, Subtilius? You heard a Twitch streamer lost 400. Wow, you sound like a true fan. How did you feel? Did you lose your tier 3 sub to a Twitch streamer? That's crazy. Sounds like you're really invested in the situation, that you really looked deeper than a Dextero article about it. What's up, Tulu? Welcome, welcome. No, it is true though, like, Twitch did crack down on botting recently. So yeah, and that has happened to some streamers. Though, again, I'm not like super deep into it. I wouldn't really know. I obviously don't bot my viewers, so it's not really a topic that concerns me much. What's up, DZ? Thanks for the good buff. And actually, there's a common... I am slightly read on this topic, I will say. Most botted Twitch viewers are actually coming from embeds on other websites. So it's like embedding your stream into the fucking code, like, of like, let's say a fan... Let's say for the game you're playing, I go on the Spyro wiki and I can embed... I give the guy who runs the Spyro wiki like $100 a month. And then he can embed my stream into the fucking, like, the homepage of the Spyro wiki. And then you get, anytime someone visits the Spyro wiki while I'm live, I get another viewer. So that's really how Twitch botting goes down. Is through embeds. Which really isn't even, like, botting technically, but it's still, like, it's still fraudulent viewers. But botting does happen as well. In fact, what happens, you know, anybody who streams for a while knows that sometimes you'll just get fucking view botted out of nowhere. Or follow botted as well. It just happens for no reason. Like, straight up. Like, even though you're not trying to, like, people will just do it to you while you're live. It's like, fuck. Again, there's only so many tools that you have at your disposal to fight stuff like that. So, at a certain point, you just gotta kind of let it be. If people are gonna fucking follow bot and stuff. I've never really had people view bot me before. As far as I know, I mean, I guess I don't know for sure. All I can say is I've never bothered to do it myself. I stand to gain... This is the thing, is I don't gain anything from doing that, because if it's fake views, I don't get ad revenue from that. So what even is the fucking point? Just so I look cool, just so I'm higher in the directory on Twitch for the game that I'm already the top in the directory for. It's like a pointless, there's no motivation for me. Not to mention that you could really put, not to mention that you're putting your whole fucking channel that, in my case, I've been working on for 12 years at risk. Like, yeah, let's get a few extra viewers, you know, and fucking throw away my entire everything I've worked for, like... Make my audience, like, question their trust in me, you know? Like, that sounds totally worth it. and you know, I give up all of that, and in exchange, I get a higher number underneath my screen, and that's it. I don't even get more money for it. You actually lose money. So yeah, I don't buy into viewbotting, and people who do viewbot are typically pretty low IQ when it comes to streaming. They don't realize that the community is more important than the viewer count. Oops. On Speedrun.com, when you go to a runner's Twitch, do they get a view? Yeah, because I think Speedrun.com has a portal, right? Like a little section where you can like watch like a bunch of streams at once. If you're watching someone stream on that page, then yeah, I think that counts as a view. That's like an embedded view. The view player is embedded into the website. So that's what an embed view is. So not every embedded view is fake. It's just that since we're talking about view botting, is you can fake viewership through embedding. So that discussion gets obfuscated, gets like kind of murky when people talk about view botting, because usually they're actually talking about embedding instead of view botting, literal view botting. Like it's usually for people who are perpetrators of this, they usually do more embedding than view botting. From what I understand, again, I don't do it myself. I just like watch Moist Critical talk about it, basically. What the fuck? What do I know? I don't watch big streamers really for the most part either, or know the inner workings of how all that works. This is just knowledge that I've picked up over time, hearing people talk about the subject over and over. What's up, Fresh Pocky? You've never seen me get that trick? And dude, Richie, you've been watching me for so long too. That's hilarious. I've never seen that. Fucking 5-year sub. Dude, I've never seen you kill Nasty Nork until now. Damn, I didn't know you could do that. This guy could actually beat the game. 12-year sub, by the way. Anyways, good luck. Yo, Fince, thank you for the 48 months. Congratulations on the record PB. Thank you. Now former record. I think I can skip. No, I can't. If I was smart, I would have gotten the other gems and skipped those. Barely. I think I can skip the green, but I'm not sure. Oh, never mind. I did not do the mental math correctly here. So I'm probably a bit over. Is it hard shifting the mindset between any percent and 100%? In this game, it's called 120%. And, for me, it is, yeah, I would say, because I'm trying to play these categories at like world record level. So, you know, it's like I could just do a 120% run right now, but it would be really bad because I would have a lot of any percent muscle memory. Like I wouldn't be able to talk as much. I'd have to focus on, okay, now go there, go there, go. Like I played this category so much now that like I don't even have to think about where to go next, what inputs to do. So that's like the hardest part about switching categories for me is relearning the muscle memory. Former, yeah. So when I tied the, hold on, I need to focus. I'll talk about it in a sec. Come on, give me the 36. What are we looking at? This is barely a 36. Let's fucking go. I'm locking in. But yeah, when I got the 36.35, it was a tied record for 7 hours before Composer beat it. Now the current record is 36.28. But yeah, 36.35 is still my PB. By the way, this is not PB or world record pace or anything. I'm just happy to get a 36. It might be kind of close though. Nice. 36.56. Not bad, not bad. We love that.
Sorry I took so
Fucking
long.
love that. Nice 36 today. 2 runs down. First one was kind of a fucker, but this one 36.56 with a first try rat. You love to see that. Great run.
Well, mostly. I still got some treasure to pick up.
What will you do next?
I'd say the sky's the limit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Feeling good. Yeah, arms feeling all flexed up here after those push-ups. I'm at that point right now where like I kind of want to be done, but I should probably push and do one more run. So if you want to see one more run, feel free to inspire me by dropping a Twitch sub or a gift. We are definitely, we actually have not made any progress on the sub goal. I'll tell you what, I'll lower it to 760. I'll lower it to 760, and if we can get that, I'll do another run and then play RuneScape. Fresh Poggy with the 5. Only one more. I might change it. End goal. 760. There we go. We just need one more. Just one more. Alright, well anyways. Let these credits finish off. Actually, I'm too lazy. I'll just reset the game. Easier that way. Faster. Let's get right into this next run. Yeah, 1 sub and I do another run. No, thank you, Fresh Pocky. Thank you very much for that. Subathon win. I actually did not do a subathon yet this year. I don't know if I will, to be honest. Yeah. that's about it. And the way I see it is like you guys like what? I got like 700 something subs here, you know, a few hundred, maybe 100, 200 on YouTube. I'm streaming most days, you know, like what do I need to do a subathon for, you know? Like